Let's react to the vegan TikToker who's worse than vegan teacher. A very interesting title.
Vegan booty is often called the vegan teacher's daughter.
Wait, what was her name?
Vegan booty is often called the vegan teacher's daughter. She thinks walking your dog is animal abuse, has been on the news for...
Huh? It's necessary for the dog wants to go outside. The dog. How's walking your dog animal? What? The dog wants to. The dog will be the fuck. You want the dog to be depressed? You want? What the? It's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard in my life.
For calling horses slaves and believes it's okay fighting butchers, service workers, and even children at their birthday party. The government has banned her from living in her hometown.
Imagine if the government actually fucking banned you.
And her first viral video was...
I mean, to be fair, didn't Colossal also get banned from America, so he has to live in Mexico now?
Start to show you why. The
I
event
guess it's not
scene
that
behind
unusual.
her is the Million Paws Walk, where families meet to walk their dogs together and help raise funds for animals.
That's so wholesome, and she went and what? She went and shat on them? What for what reason? What?
In need. Well, Vegan Booty called the event
the most violent thing that you could ever...
Holocaust? Nah. Walking dogs? Holy shit, I can't look. The humanity. The fuck?
participate in.
protesting that every animal should be treated the way that dogs are.
Why would you love one but pay for the suffering and abuse of other animals? Pigs are...
Because pigs aren't cute. Oh, baby pigs are, but we don't kill those.
in fact more intelligent than dogs.
Hypocritically, however, Vegan
Debatable.
Booty owned a dog
Debatable.
herself, which she tied to a leash and used it to pull her while she skated. It's pretty funny how you are protesting, yet you have a dog pulling you. Pretty hypocritical. And
that's arguably like worse. Like she's too lazy to walk her dog. She's just like, okay, here we go. Collar on. Pull me, buddy. Pull me. I'm too lazy to walk.
Because Vegan Booty then showed up at a charity football match, disrupting 35,000 spectators because she thought her cause was way more important. In a satisfying turn of events, she was fined $1,800 for the stunt, yet this wasn't too expensive for the exposure it provided.
No, yeah, to be fair, she should get a higher fine.
Again. Yes.
She's gonna, okay, so she's admitting she will re-offend. Okay, I think it's time for prison.
100%.
However, at around the same time, Isaac Butterfield was going viral for his anti-vegan videos, featuring Tash in the worst vegans on TikTok.
Why is your name Vegan Booty when you're running around with that? Change your name to Vegan Pancake Ass and let us all get on with our lives.
This gave Tash a chance to respond, although she was met with a brutal dislike ratio as Isaac's audience offered their very first downvote. He'd therefore slam Vegan Booty again.
Meat's amazing, it's delicious, and guess what, bitch? I'm gonna have a big dirty steak for dinner. I hope you enjoy your broccoli, you tiny little child.
Yet with comments such as who else came from Isaac's
I respect this guy so much.
channel, this was only helping Vegan Booty grow.
People are too like, why are we shirtless? Because it's hot. I'm not rich like you. I can't afford, what do you call it again? The thing that cools your room. It's hot as shit outside. Even with the windows open, it's still hot. What was I gonna say now? You fucking bitch. Right. A lot of people like dance around the whole thing of like, being a vegan advocate. It's not everyone's bad. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, buddy. I think in general it's a pretty fucking stupid thing to advocate for. If you want to be vegan, that's your choice. But like, protesting, advocating in general, that's kind of fucking childish.
Aim to launch a vegan clothing company.
You're basically telling other people what to do, which is kind of that's kind of like the definition of someone who's childish. So just everyone has to be like you and do things that you like and not things that you don't like.
The Anti-Social Social Club to instead read Anti-Animal Cruelty Club. Well, Isaac then launched his own anti-vegan social club, leading Vegan Booty to call in heavy reinforcements.
Yeah, I mean, Keels, it's raining here all the time as well. Yesterday, the whole day it was raining, but it was hot as shit anyways. Like, the rain does not mean jack shit. Even if it's raining, it can be hot as shit. In fact, it'll be probably more hot because the air will get more moist.
Should discuss is Isaac Butterfield's anti-vegan club responsible for this vegan phobia with no one other than that vegan teacher.
He literally has shirts made that say anti-vegan club.
The pair became so close that they'd call each other family.
Hi, sweetie, how are you? how you going?
However,
Hey,
it
Mom.
was obvious
That's so fucked. I love how basically you could just connect with someone just because you're vegan. It's like, oh, it's such a, oh my god. Imagine like such a close familial bond. Like, I feel like the only other one is possibly that could be like happen. The only other familial bond that can be like made, with non-family members, this quickly, through like something you have in common is being racist probably. Like, that's probably the only thing, and the only other
Vegan
thing,
booty
which
was-
you know really speaks to the you know, status of this whole thing.
the crazier of the two. She began infiltrating supermarkets wearing an animal onesie before standing in the milk section, dissuading shoppers from their purchase. For obvious reasons, staff
Are you
weren't
fucking serious, bitch? You can't fucking. Oh, dude, just let me buy my milk in peace, please. Just fucking let me buy my. It's literally, this should be classified as harassment.
too happy about this, and even after being ejected, she still yelled outside the store.
Her
Of course.
babies are taken away from her straight after birth, and her son is murdered.
As a result, Tash was permanently
Did someone just
banned
scream
from
at her or
Australia's
something?
two.
Wait, did someone just scream something at her?
And her son is murdered.
As a result,
I think
Tash
she
was
just said.
permanently-
I can't understand what, but someone just screamed at her. I'm pretty sure. I thought she had the urge to put on breast milk too. Did she? I didn't even read the sign.
banned from Australia's two main supermarkets. Yet this didn't stop her protests, as vegan booty would only get worse. She'd shop at McDonald's in a much more detailed costume.
You can't attack McDonald's though. Like McDonald's, like even I'm sorry, even like if we accept that meat is evil, even then McDonald's I feel like gets a pass because it's so fucking delicious. Like, come on.
Being kicked out not by staff, but instead this time police. Hilariously, this guy began
The
his
time police?
staff, but instead this time police.
That was a weird sentence.
Hilariously, this guy began his own protest, countering her with a legendary sign. In Vegan Booty's next
She needs to have like this big ass fucking sign where it just comes like a little tiny piece of paper. Paper like meat is delicious. It's so good.
stunt, she
What's something else? You have a
walked
suggestion?
into KFC and poured orange paint everywhere
Aw,
while blasting
dude.
dying animal noises for over 15 minutes.
Isn't
Not
that
gonna
illegal?
lie, but you're incredibly
That's harassment.
selfish to the people that work at that place. All they're trying to do is do their job. I feel so sorry for the workers, while even other vegans called Vegan Booty out.
She is giving veganism a bad name.
People wrote
Indeed.
about Tasha's public stunts. Instead of promoting vegans, you kind of just embarrassed them, and nothing
Yep.
showed this better than her children's party.
I mean, I think
meltdown.
that that's the case for every single vegan that like advocates actively for being vegan, active like informing other people and shit like that. Like, I think it's just a toxic thing to do.
down. These two horses were clearly very well looked after and were waiting outside a family festival so kids could take a picture. Well, of course, Vegan Booty somehow thought it was abuse.
I just want to
Ow.
know this labor. Okay, that's disgusting. This is animal abuse.
How are they being abused? They're just standing around. How are they being abused, you dumbass? That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
She tried and failed to make any decent points,
Great suggestion, Super Cat.
although Vegan Booty wasn't finished.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
honestly, I'd be pretty fucking happy to be any animal that doesn't get butchered because they usually get taken care of pretty well and they don't have to work. And they don't have to they just get to eat and shit and have other people clean up their shit. Sounds like a good life to me.
She'd then go into the festival to find the horses again, disrupting all photos by making a public announcement.
Oh man.
Are no different to our beloved dogs and cats. They look like
And they're being treated like your beloved dogs and cats. They're literally just being treated the same way as the beloved dogs and cats. What do you mean? They're not being abused in any way. What the fuck is she on about?
This awesome dad then quickly stopped their antics.
With the nipple. Let's see what that has to do with
Keep
anything.
walking that way then. Keep walking that way.
And thankfully, police were there to intervene. After posting her video to TikTok, Tash again made national
Hello.
news, in which they'd interview
Hello,
the
Kathy.
horse's owner.
Meg Freeman owns the pony business. She says she's being bombarded with abuse by vegan protesters. Meg Freeman wants her charged.
They're like terrorists. They're not going to go away.
Well, only
True. I mean, hey, I can't disagree with her. I'm sorry, I can't. I can't disagree with her.
1 week later, Vegan Booty announced, "I'll be going to court on the 13th of May as I received a summons for a restraining order
Oh,
from
okay,
the
good.
owner of
I thought she was gonna fucking say she was gonna go sue someone. Like, oh, there's no fucking way. Okay,
Ponies
good.
for all occasions. Those who
No
dislike
shit.
me are triggered because I've made them realize that they're animal abusers.
It's like the same argument like a flat earther would make. Like, bro, you're only angry because you know I'm right. It's like such a stupid fucking argument.
What I'm going through right now isn't a loss. It only means we're winning.
I'm always a non-violent protester and I never harass anyone.
I don't even think the vegan teacher is this crazy.
I love that like thing. Like the worst thing you can be is like or like the only bad protester is a violent one. It's like, no. If you're harassing people, you're also fucking very bad protester. You probably, unless you're protesting something that's actually good, and even then you should only be harassing people who are actively causing that to happen. Like, for example, you know how like some protesters will literally just halt traffic, like environmental protesters, they'll just like halt traffic completely. It's like, okay, yeah, I get it, right? People driving cars, very bad, right? But like, you do realize this guy needs to get to fucking work. Can you like not harass him, please? And like him not driving the car is not gonna do anything.
This girl is making
Anyways,
vegan
the cars will still get produced
teacher seem
if that
like
one
an
guy stops.
angel.
In fact, if everyone on this fucking street stops, there's still cars are still gonna keep getting produced.
At least the vegan teacher didn't have her own number plates, as this made Vegan Booty foolishly recognizable.
Meat and cheese smeared across her family's car. Vegan activist Tash
Nice.
Peterson says this cruel joke crosses the line.
People
No,
recognize
I think that's great. I think that's funny.
her
It's a bit of a
car.
waste of food, which I don't like. I don't appreciate people wasting food, but that is quite funny.
threw meat bones on her driveway, yet trolls weren't the only people who showed up at her house.
I've woken up once again to the police knocking at my door. So I've been issued with another barring notice.
Controversial vegan activist is banned from every pub in her state after becoming notorious for wild
That's
stunts where she screams at innocent families.
Anything that sells alcohol, I'm not allowed into. A penalty of $10,000 applies
unlucky.
if I break this barring notice.
The
Unlucky.
ban had come after another
Wait,
disgusting
did she say any place that sells alcohol?
Anything that sells alcohol.
for wild stunts where she screams
I heard he said pubs. Sonny said pubs, and then she said any place that sells alcohol. That includes convenience stores.
at innocent families.
Anything that sells alcohol, I'm
If that's true, if what she said is true, then that includes convenience stores as well, and she's fucked. She can't do anything. When the fuck is she gonna go to buy anything?
not allowed into. A penalty of $10,000 applies if I break this barring notice.
The ban had come after another disgusting protest.
What's she yapping about?
Animal abusers! Animal abusers!
Yet Vegan Booty was still convinced that she'd done nothing wrong.
I don't really have a right to freedom of speech here in Australia. It's honestly pretty corrupt.
I love that argument. Freedom of speech. Bitch, nobody gives a shit if you say something, but the issue is you're literally harassing people. There's a difference between just saying something and then acting like screaming at people, disrupting their fucking day. Like, there's a difference.
If you ask me.
Her freedom of speech is just going to a restaurant and screaming like a lunatic about murder. There is a difference between speech and screaming. Your
Exactly.
freedom of speech, our freedom to eat meat. Goodbye. She'd therefore leave Perth and spend a month protesting in Melbourne, but when she
She
tried
went to
to
the other
fly
fucking
back
side of the
home,
state.
the government said she couldn't return.
The Australian police have banned me from entering into my own city.
No shit. I know how she says her own city, like she owns the whole city. No shit that if you fucking leave the city and go to another city to protest and try to come back to the city, they'll be like, no, you ain't coming back. You ain't coming back. We know exactly what you're gonna do here. We don't want any of that.
If I choose to fly home, I could face a 1-year imprisonment.
Her application was rejected based on her statements made in public, and after eventually having the rejection overturned, you will not believe how awful she became. should go
Yes.
back to harassing the innocent pony business
Oh,
before
dude.
trying to ruin the life of a hard-working chef. John Mountain owns
Why's he
Fire
crying?
Restaurant in northern Perth, where on one unassuming night,
Bro, his
a
restaurant
diner
is
made
fire,
a
bro.
complaint about the lack of vegan options on the menu and was charged $32 for vegetables. Well, rather than bending the knee, John instead stated it is not a vegan restaurant, and if customers want vegan options, they should go elsewhere, announcing on their Facebook page, sadly all vegans are now banned from Fire for mental health reasons. We thank you for your understanding.
I mean, that's based. That's based. I mean, if it's not a vegan restaurant, then yeah, I don't see no point in the vegans even coming in. They should, like, imagine if someone was actually pissed off.
All vegans are banned. End of. No more. Never again. God help them.
Everybody loved
God
the chef's
help
bold
them.
move.
That's so funny, dude.
Well, except for one
Oh,
person
that's
known
so
as
good.
Vegan Booty. She showed up at the restaurant
If you're not vegan, you're an animal abuser. That's just the fucking stupidest thing ever. Guys, if you're not a police officer, you might as well be a criminal. You know what I mean? If you're not a cop, you might as well be a criminal. Hey, am I right? Am I right or am I right? You know?
not just once but twice, blasting dying animal noises even after being ejected. Having disrupted his business multiple times, the chef understandably lost it, yet still took responsibility for the damage Tash had done.
And I'm sorry to say, Layla, I lost my cool, and I lost my cool because now it's really disrupting my business. And I could see the look on my customers' faces, my staff, they were all a little scared and a bit nervous, and I stormed out.
Sadly,
yeah, I feel bad for
Vegan
him.
Booty,
I feel so bad for him, man. I feel so bad. And yeah, he gets 5-star ratings as well.
However, her activism exploded the restaurant's popularity.
So far as my
That's
business
good,
is
at least.
concerned, I've trebled my income. I'm now, in her words, having to murder.
So because she went to protest at this guy's place, he just ended up getting more customers, meaning which leads to more animals being killed. That's so fucking good. That's so fucking good, man. Oh my god.
More animals because of their actions.
Unfortunately,
that's
there
so
was a bit of
funny.
a trade-off.
I lost my partner because of this. I thought I was going to marry this woman, and she just couldn't handle the amount of attention. She's a very private person.
Yet this wasn't the
Oh,
only
dude,
marriage
that's a
that
shame.
Tash's TikToks ruined. Her next
That
target
sucks.
was, get this, the
Hope she gets
Victon
fucking-
Veterinary Clinic.
I hope she gets put down. You know, she needs to get put down, you know, like an animal. She is one.
Business literally designed
I think
to
we need to
help
put her down,
unwell
guys.
animals, and Vegan Booty lost it over budgies out the front.
You're the type of vets that eat your own patients, are you?
Yeah, I do eat meat, but I don't eat dogs.
The type of vet to eat your patient.
And I don't eat cats. And I don't appreciate you pushing your agenda on.
That's the thing, right? Pushing your agenda on other people's lives. That's the problem. She just doesn't get it.
my
It's fucking dumb.
personal-
I don't appreciate you enslaving animals.
I have a dog in a cage out the back at the moment receiving treatment. Am I enslaving it?
Although it seems
Yes,
for the
according
first
to
time
her,
ever,
yes.
Vegan Booty is actually facing consequences.
Thank God.
Defamation action against Miss Tash Peterson, 17,700 raised. The vet was announcing, we are launching a civil action in the Supreme Court of Western Australia, which has conveniently been running over the last 2 months. The trial has revealed that Vegan Booty hasn't only falsified her taxable income, but she's also been able to ruin another marriage. This
Yep.
might explain why Fire is also suing Tash.
This is going to teach her a lesson. If she's fined that amount of money, she's going to think twice.
And while she's always stated,
I actually measure my own success by the amount of haters and criticism that I have.
it seems
I guess she's really successful then right now.
penalty after penalty is finally taking its toll.
I mean, that look does say otherwise, not
Her
to be
public
fair.
nuisance stunts are becoming far less frequent, as most of her content now focuses on street
That's
interviews.
just so fucking
You have a
embarrassing.
moral
dude.
justification.
That's so embarrassing that she would even do that, man. That seems like something somebody would do as like a joke, you know, dress up as a fucking pig. And then go to like a bunch of pork and lay down flowers. That seems like something someone would do as a joke. You know, she's doing it seriously. It's just fucking embarrassing.
For animal abuse.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Vegan Booty
based.
will likely never change, but maybe she's reached a decent middle ground that's respectful not just to animals, but people's lives as well.
That's never gonna happen.